Your brain has a fatal flaw that scammers exploit every single day. It's called the correction trap, and once you understand how it works, you'll never fall for it again. We cannot resist correcting false information about ourselves. When someone gets our details wrong, our brain screams to fix it. This reflex is so powerful, it bypasses all logical thinking.
Police interrogators have used this for decades. Picture this. A detective sits across from a suspect and says, "You're Jan, 47 years old, right?" The suspect immediately responds, "No, I'm 40." The detective already knew the real age, but now the suspect is talking, engaged, and revealing information without realizing it. Scammers have weaponized this same technique. They'll call pretending to be your bank and say, "We're calling about suspicious activity on your account ending in 4829. You instinctively correct them. "No, my account ends in 3947. Congratulations, you just gave a stranger your real account number. Or they'll text saying, "Your Amazon order for the iPhone 15 is being shipped to 123 Oak Street. You quickly reply, "I didn't order anything and I live at 456 Pine Avenue. Now they have your real address and know you're home to respond to texts. The correction trap works because it feels like you're protecting yourself by setting the record straight. In reality, you're handing over exactly what the scammer needs. When someone gets your information wrong, especially a stranger, don't correct them. Instead, ask why they're calling and verify their identity through official channels. Your urge to correct might feel overwhelming, but remember that legitimate organizations already have your correct information. They don't need you to fix their mistakes. The psychology behind correction traps runs deeper than you might expect. These techniques exploit fundamental aspects of human nature that evolved to help us survive and cooperate, but now leave us vulnerable in digital spaces. The first mechanism at work is what psychologists call the correction reflex. When we encounter wrong information, our brains experience a kind of mental itch that demands to be scratched. We can't help ourselves. It's the same impulse that makes you want to straighten a crooked picture on the wall or fix a typo in someone's message. This reflex served our ancestors well when accurate information meant the difference between finding food and starving, but scammers have weaponized it against us. The second psychological trigger is our cooperative social norm. From childhood, we're taught that helping others is the right thing to do. When someone seems confused or misinformed, stepping in to clarify feels like basic human decency. Scammers exploit this generous instinct, turning our desire to help into a pathway for information theft. Third comes the cognitive dissonance trigger. Incorrect information creates genuine mental discomfort. Your brain knows something is wrong, and that wrongness gnaws at you until you fix it. Correcting the error provides immediate psychological relief, which feels so good that you rarely question why the person had the wrong information in the first place. Finally, there's the engagement trap. The moment you correct someone, you've crossed a psychological threshold. You're no longer a passive observer. You've become emotionally invested in the conversation. You've established yourself as helpful and knowledgeable. And once you're in that role, it becomes much easier for the scammer to ask follow-up questions that seem natural and reasonable. Here's what makes correction traps so insidious. Victims don't realize they're giving away sensitive information because scammers never ask for it directly. Instead, they create situations where you volunteer the details willingly. They say something wrong about your account, your address, your workplace. You instinctively correct them. They thank you and collect the truth. The entire interaction feels like a normal conversation, a harmless correction, a simple misunderstanding. But it's actually sophisticated data extraction disguised as human error. Professional scammers rarely use correction traps in isolation. They combine them with other psychological manipulation techniques to devastating effect. They use mirroring, matching your tone and communication style so you feel comfortable and relaxed when correcting them. They employ authority mimicry, presenting themselves as bank representatives or government officials because you're more likely to correct someone who seems official and legitimate. They create artificial urgency, claiming your account will be closed or your benefits suspended because time pressure makes you correct faster and think less critically. They deploy emotional triggers, using fear about security breaches or excitement about prizes because strong emotions make you reveal more information than you normally would. The most skilled scammers layer these techniques like a master chef combines flavors. They might call, pretending to be from your bank, speaking in an official tone while expressing concern about suspicious activity on your account. They'll mention the wrong address or birth date, triggering your correction reflex, while the authority mimicry and fear make you respond without hesitation. Before you know it, you've confirmed multiple pieces of sensitive information, all while feeling like you were being helpful and responsible. Understanding these psychological mechanisms is your first line of defense. Awareness breaks the spell. When you know how correction traps work, you can recognize the telltale signs. That slight wrongness in what someone claims about you, the way they seem grateful when you correct them, the follow-up questions that build on your corrections. These aren't coincidences or honest mistakes. They're calculated moves in a psychological chess game where your personal information is the prize. The next time someone contacts you with slightly wrong information about your accounts, your personal details, or your circumstances, pause before you correct them. Ask yourself why they have any information about you at all. Verify their identity through official channels before engaging. Remember that legitimate organizations already have your correct information and don't need you to fix their mistakes. Your instinct to help and correct others is part of what makes you human. Don't let criminals exploit that humanity against you. Stay aware, stay skeptical, and remember that in the digital age, sometimes the most dangerous person is the one who seems to need your help.